said, that's the name of our new product. She said, what? And I said, TRANSUFUSIUM. Oh, how'd you come up with that name? I said, just heard it. It's a good name. So, it is. Don't you think TRANSUFUSIUM is a great name for a product? Man, it is a great name. It wasn't trademarked, so I went and trademarked it the next day. TRANSUFUSIUM. So now we have a product called TRANSUFUSIUM. Here it is right now. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Beautiful bottle with this thing. But this has so many active ingredients. I don't know, I haven't counted them. I keep adding. I find I've just built this and built it and built it. The major ingredient in almost every skincare product is water. It's the minor ingredient in this one. We're running over 70% material in this. We're having trouble keeping it fluid. Now, have you heard of another company that's using a product called Oleander that's out there for skincare? Have you heard about that in MLM with that thing? Well, let me show you the test. Here's the test. You can put some of this on your finger. Now, with this product right here, if you put Oleander on your finger, guess what it comes from? It comes from Oleander. It comes from Nerium oleander. That's the plant it comes from. It's a deadly poison. But if you dilute it down, it just numbs your skin, see? So diluting it down and numbs your skin, then if you have these wrinkles, suddenly it becomes numb. See, it's kind of like shooting Botox in your head or getting Novocaine. You can't talk, and that's the way it works. It numbs it so it slides down. That's the only way it works. So these people were talking, Dr. Fizz, man, has he got big lines in his face. You used to see them. And he won this, he started using it, and in 30 days, they are gone. And he said, Tom, what is happening here? And I said, God, I didn't expect it to work that fast. I knew it would work with everything that's in it, but it is a myriad of complexes. So if you take this Nerium, the wrinkles there, it just slides down, but the skin's sick. You know, with the oleander, the Nerium oleander product, because it's diluted down poison, just like Botox is diluted down botulism, you know. Would you want to eat something that had botulism, right? Well, put some of that skincare product, put it on your tongue from that other company, or this one. Not bad. Well, not good, but compared to eating at my mother-in-law's, that was absolutely delicious. I'll have to admit, and I don't have a wrinkle on my tongue with it. But you see, the ingredients are so safe. They're all botanical extracts, but they're super concentrates, and they work on a variety of things. Because we took a look at skin and we decided this, that beauty is only skin deep, but ugly goes clear to the bone. Have you ever noticed that? That's what I told Dr. Fizz. Well, it'll work on your wrinkles, but it'll do nothing for ugly. But the point of it is, beauty goes all the way through to the bone, because as you get older, your facial features change. You know that, don't you? Ladies, you're more cognizant than men are because you're more into it, but your bone structures change. The muscles, they deteriorate, the skin goes down, and you start sagging, and all kinds of things start happening to you because everything is collapsing, going down. So if we're going to get to the issue, where should we start? From the top, where you rub something on your hand, you know? And they tell you, oh, and you see how a woman rubs the product in their hand? You know, I like to rub it. You got to get it down in. That's where the problem lies, not on top. That's where the problems come in. So what we've done is we've taken these ingredients and we put them together and we put them in sizes, some of them even nano sizes, so they can penetrate all the way down in for whatever they're supposed to do with it. How would you like a product that would go to the bone and start to rebuild the bone? But if you're going to rebuild the bone, you better have something to take with it, and it's not a calcium supplement to the store, because calcium is only about 3% absorbable, and you get about twice as much lead with it as you do calcium. Did you know that? It's not on the label, but calcium is only 3% absorbable. Now, so you see how our company works? And it's so easy to tell you about this. So what is bone made up of? 7 major minerals, okay? What chemical constituency are those minerals? I know exactly what they are. What ratio are they on? I know exactly what they are. If you have the right ones in the right ratio, in the right chemical constituency, then they don't even have to be metabolized by the liver. They can go right there and be used. And you can do something. And if you have a delivery system that can deliver it, because it's an inorganic, but how do you deliver it? Well, let me tell you how to deliver it. Have you ever laid awake at night and wondered how a plant absorbs a rock? Well, I have. I do it all the time. How does a plant absorb a rock? Well, let's see. It does it the same way you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. And so what happens with plants is they will take photonic energy from the sun, split the photons, put it in sugar, secrete it in the soil through the roots in a sugar. Have you ever felt roots? You ever run around and felt how sticky roots are? It's not a perverted action, you're just feeling sticky roots around there. And so if you feel how sticky roots are, it's because they have this sugar. And so microbes in the soil feed on the sugar, secrete an acid, just like microbes in your mouth feed on sugar in something you've eaten, secrete an acid that etches your teeth. That acid in the soil is called organic fulvic acid, and it pulls out the little pieces of mineral and takes them up through the plant. And it makes it really absorbable into the plant. And it goes into the cells and it releases that photonic energy that's been converted to chemical energy to electrical energy, and it releases the minerals so it can be used. And you can take something from 3% absorbable to up to 91 to 97% absorbable. So you want that in your product? Would you like your calcium cleaned of lead before you use it? Yeah. So we have a product called Calcium K2. Ladies especially, you should all be using it. This is the one that does it, because we have all of that together in it to make it work for you. So now, if you're back to the transfusium, if you're using a product that goes clear down in, what do you want to do with it? You want to support it? I mean, if you've got the stimulation that's there, it's going clear to the bone. Do you want to, you have the right compound to support building the bones, the facial bones? Okay, we've got it, see? And it's a small enough size. Then what's the next thing on it? Muscles, they're getting thin, tissue getting thin. How about helping, supporting them so they get bigger, stronger, firmer, and they start to firm up and pull up so that your whole facial contour comes up, and they start to build that foundation about which the skin can lay on. Does that sound good? That can be done. Where's it at? In Transfusium. It's all in this right here. There's never been a product like it before. And then you look at stem cells. Stem cells are like, well, they're like a chicken that lays an egg, you know. Stem cells produce new cells. And so as the chicken gets older, they produce less eggs, right? Queen bee in a hive. One queen produces 30,000 bees a month. Bees live about three months, so it's got to produce about 100,000 bees every three months in order to keep the hive at about 100,000. What happens when the queen gets old? Less eggs. Hive gets down, smaller, smaller, so pretty soon have to get a new queen, form a new hive to go. Okay, so if your skin's working the same way, what are you going to do about it? Do you want those stem cells to lay more eggs? Have you got turkey neck? Or you got that kind of thing that's there? Okay, how about laying some more eggs? Rub that product in, goes down there, goes to the stem cells. They're old. They've taken in a lot of material. They've made a lot of cells. It's got a lot of cellular garbage that couldn't be taken out. Is there something that will remove it? Yes, there is. Something will remove that clutter, and that causes the discoloration in skin too. So let's get rid of that. Now the cells, they're like an engine. They're worn out. You can have a car that's 20 years old. One has 20,000 miles on it. One has 150,000 miles. Which car is going to run right for you? Okay? Could you take the 150,000 mile car engine and could you rebuild it so it was like new? Yes, that can be done with stem cells too. We can do it. And the little energy engines in it, mitochondria, they're worn out. Can you make more of them? Yes, you can. Can you repair the ones that are worn out? Yes, we can. All of that can be done at the cellular level in the basal layer. And then guess what happens? Where you're just producing cells here and there, and you're getting, where you get, you have this turkey neck, you have the lip lines, you have the bony hands, you have the wrinkles, you have the eye bags, you have the sagging skin, and you start producing more cells. And guess what happens? More cells. More cells. More cells. You're producing all of these cells, and the skin starts growing. Your basket's full of eggs. It starts growing, it starts swelling, it starts pushing up. You're filling up with new cells, and now instead of being over the age of 60 where you got 90% old cells and 10% young, we can reverse it. You can have 90% young and 10% old. And then as it's growing up, what's happening to the skin? The collagen, it's just gone like this. It's every which way. It's kind of like Ray on a blind date. It just doesn't know what to do on this thing. But you can strengthen that that thing, and you can build that collagen network out, and that elastin, it can be like Jack and the Beanstalk coming up to push that skin up, and in a week you can feel the pressure on your face as it's expanding. And the moisture that's in you, moisturize your skin, you don't need it on the outside. They put hyaluronic acid and things like that in, and collagen on the outside. Those molecules are huge. They can't get in. It's like trying to get my mother-in-law in a Volkswagen. It's impossible. It can't get through such a small opening with such a big size. And so they sit there on your skin. They suffocate your skin. They keep the toxins in. They keep the oxygen out. They keep the carbon dioxide from leaving, and you get sick skin because you're moisturizing your skin. How about going down into the skin? How about creating hyaluronic acid, that which makes skin soft and full of moisture? How about increasing it by 6,000% with it? Does that sound pretty good? So it fills it with moisture, becomes soft and beautiful and functioning the way it should. Strands are going, networks going out, the different layers filling up with new cells, the waffling between the layers, bonded together, glued again, so they're firm, they're strong, they're there. All of those things happening. What's going to happen to your skin? Discoloration goes away. Fine lines. Seeing the balloon go down when it's losing air? Okay, let's blow that thing back up and make it firm and smooth and nice. We can do all that. And how about a wrinkle? What's a wrinkle? It's a scar tissue. It's a disulfide bond. It's proteins that have been oxidized. They've collapsed. The skin pulls it in and seals it. Kind of like Bondo on top of that. It just seals it. It's a scar tissue. It's a disulfide bond. There's an enzyme that will eat it out. Very simple. It sounds bad, but it's not. It's like getting a spot on your pants and you put some water on it. Doesn't take it, so take a little saliva, rub on it, and goes. Enzyme does it like that, breaks it down. There's an enzyme that will break a disulfide bond. How would you like to rub that into your skin and watch your disulfide bond snap while you're sleeping? I mean, just comes right out of it. And you start removing those disulfide bonds. And how about something to signal now the disulfide bond is gone, to signal that so the skin wants to come in and repair it back like it's normal? Does that sound like a good idea? How about all of that in one product? Wow, what have you got? How about you change it from 90% old to 90% young? How about instead of the matrix being down here waffled and everything firm, and, or not firm, saggy and loose and everything, to going like this, and it's firm and it's beautiful? And how about the fat cells in your skin? Women have softer skin because they have twice as many fat cells as men do. You wouldn't think that if you saw Ray, but nonetheless with women in their skin, they have twice as many fat cells and they get deflated. Okay? So we have the Ray syndrome. We have 3 volumizers for fat cells. And they go in there and they volumize those fat cells, and it plumps up skin. And guess what it does, ladies? It makes your skin super soft, really soft. And then you're producing hyaluronic acid, and it makes it so moist and so nice. And the clarity comes out into that skin, and the whole matrix comes up, and it becomes firm and soft, and you get definition back in your face, and wrinkles snap and go, and sagging goes away. And you know what you've got? You got young skin. And I mean really young skin. It doesn't seem, look, appear. It is. That's our claim. Seems, look, appears. We have to say it that way. But I tell you, ugly goes clear to the bone, but beauty can come all the way back up if you do it right. And we do it every single step of the way. Does that sound like something you would like? There's nothing like it. Nothing comes close. Everything else is totally worthless or insignificant. I will tell you that, scientifically speaking. It's crap. I don't care what it sells for. I don't care about the package is. Worthless. Save your money, save your face. It makes you older, not younger. And it's wasting your pocketbook and you're wasting your time. 70-year-old women have 80-year-old skin. And and they've used it all their life. Okay? They've spent a fortune for nothing. They've aged their skin faster. But you want to do something because it's in your nature to do it. So the problem is the industry has taken advantage of that caring, that nurturing that you have, and sold that illusion of what's there. But they don't use 50 and 60-year-old models, do they, to advertise it? We do. We got Dr. Fizz, our supermodel, and you can see that happen with him, excuse me. We question him sometimes. But anyway, with that, we can take your skin and we can make it baby soft, wrinkle-free, firm, beautiful color, soft, contoured. Do you want that? We got it. That's the thing we've got. Okay, now, TRANSUFUSIUM will be out in about 2 weeks. Okay? and you can see the difference. If you want to do this, this is the kind of product that you have to understand. If you put it on, and you're going to put it on your skin, you remember how companies tell you, and you see some of these companies are experts, and they say, you just daub it on your eyes like this. Be very careful, the skin's very delicate. You're not a tutti frutti. This product needs to be rubbed in. You put it in, rub that son of a gun in. Get it down in. Beauty goes clear, down clear to the bone. Let's rub it in, let's work it in. Let's make it work. Rub your skin like this, and if you'll rub it like this, the massage is good for it, but you're getting the products all the way down in. And when it goes down in all the way, then those products are down layer to layer to layer to layer all the way down, and then they're calibrated to work, and you've got beautiful skin, and the texture of it is so great. Now, we are so confident in it, and we have seen the studies on it. Here's what we're going to say. And there's a system you could use, but it's a simple system with this. And with this, you clean your face, but use our cleanser, because most cleansers have got sulfates and they corrode the skin. So use our cleanser, then put on Infusium or TRANSUFUSIUM, then Skin Dew, and it's in. Now for the day we have a thing called Actify 6000. You rub that over and in it, protects it from the sun. It holds about 6,000 times more moisture in the skin itself. Goes down in and sets up places to hold it, see, and you're producing it, so now it's got better attachments on it. So that's it. You clean the skin, TRANSUFUSIUM, and Skin Dew, and Actify, you're set for the day. At night you come back, you repeat it, but instead of using Actify, you put on Rapid Repair. Remember the one that's got 50,000 parts per million? So it's just a 1, 2, 3 step. TRANSUFUSIUM, Skin Dew, and either Actify in the day or Rapid Repair at night, and you need nothing else. And your skin will reverse its aging so fast that here's the guarantee. We will tell you, take a photo, and in 30 days, if you do not believe that your skin does not look 5 to 10 years younger, we'll give you your money back. How is that for confident?
That's very good.
We know it because it has to. We built the chemistry. This is not a look, seem, appear, feel. It will psych you out. It's not the perception you'll have, it's the reality that you will receive, and you will watch wrinkles, sagging skin, fine lines, discoloration, turkey neck, lip lines, bony hands, if you want to use it on that, just change. They'll change fast. 30 days, you'll have a significant improvement. 60 days, you'll be in awe. 90 days, you'll be stunned at the difference in your skin. Try it for 6 months. You'll think you'll step back 20 years in time, I think, for many of it. That's what we've got. But we have a lot of things. And everything that I've told you about, doesn't matter what the other product is, they're built like this. They are not better than, they are vastly superior to anything else in the world. I will not make it any other way. In skincare, this is the revolution in skincare. This isn't the best of the products that are out in skincare. They're all worthless, folks. They're worthless. This one here even rebuilds the telomeres in your skin. You imagine we talked about that. That's got this compound in it too to do that. We do everything that biologically is possible, I believe, with science, to take that aging skin and to turn it to young skin. Do you want that? This is the answer. It is the only answer, I believe, in the entire world. Nothing ever been created like this. I'm going to have the former head of the American Association of Cosmetic Chemists, the most premier individual in the world, is going to do a video, and he's going to say, this isn't a paid infomercial, I have nothing in it, but this is the perfect storm of a product. If ever I was going to design a dream product that would do exactly what you wanted and everything it could to the skin, it would be this one. And he's going to say it, and you'll have it. Why? Because of what's in it. And why is it superior to the others? Because what they have in it that's toxic and what they have in it that doesn't work. Or if something does work, it's so little, it's like waving a chicken over a pot of boiling water and saying you made chicken soup. You know? That's the difference. That's the honest to gosh truth with this. We are doing it, we're not just doing it right, we're doing it where others are not.